Alright guys, today we are going to talk about some common mistakes that people make while doing investing. And this goes for Pokemon, this goes for any TCG. This is just straight down the line, bad investment ideas. And I'm going to use Pokemon as examples, but that's not the only place that this is. So if you're new here guys, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and as always, hit that like button. We can get 40 likes in this video. Let's get this thing moving along. Helps us a ton, guys, and it's free for you, so please hit that button before you leave. First thing we're going to talk about on mistakes. Using credit cards to purchase product. Guys, that is a horrible mistake. It drives me crazy when I have people message me saying, yeah, I bought 3 cases, I held on to it 4 months, I used my credit card, and I paid my credit card off when I sold them. Guys, it was great. How much money did you just lose in 3 months amount of time on just the interest alone? Most credit cards are between 14 and 30% interest. Man, you're chewing into your bottom line pretty heavy and you don't even realize, you don't think about it until you actually look at that statement and realize how much money you removed. Could have went in your pocket if you could have just paid for that product out of pocket. You can do it if you're flipping. If you can sell this stuff in a couple weeks, let's say you find a really good deal, and I've done this, you see a really good deal on an item, you buy it and you sell it within a week before the end of the month, you time it. Timing it's key on this too. You time it, you sell it before the end of the month, you pay that credit card off before then. Great, you did fantastic. There's also another reason to get there, but I'll really get to that a little bit at the end here. Guys, credit cards are a horrible idea because you are incurring interest on a product that you purchased for investing. The longer that that item sits on that card, a loan, whatever form that you're using, you are accruing an interest payment, which is actually increasing the amount that you paid for that item. So you are almost chasing your own tail, especially as we go into a normal Pokemon or TCG market. That you're not going to sell items quick enough and at enough of an increase to cover the interest payments for multiple months. So if you're going to be doing that, you'd be better off buying smaller items and using those to create a war chest to go after bigger items rather than using credit cards or loans to do so. So keep that in mind. There's one way that it does work out well, and I do this, is if you've got a cash back card. I like to purchase stuff at the beginning of the month or as soon as I can in a month, and then after I purchase these items, pay them off before you pay the interest at the end of the month. Then I get my cash back into my account, which is 3%, and I don't pay that interest payment. If you pay the interest payment, you kill the cash back every time. You're going to spend more on the interest payment than you'll make back on the cash back. So just something to keep in mind as you keep moving forward and doing this. Just stay away from credit cards or anything that incurs interest on payment on its cards. Bank accounts, cash, whatever you've got, just use those. Next thing I'm going to talk about is overextending. Once again, this kind of goes in ties with the credit cards. And the biggest thing is that if you have the choice between buying a Pokemon product over here or paying your rent or your electric bill or your car payment over here, I hope, and you don't have enough to do both, you're needing to choose between the two, please pay your payments. I hear more people say, well, I didn't pay my rent this month, but I know I can get this and sell it quickly and get it back. And if you don't, you're in trouble. You can't. What do you do? Make sure you don't overextend your accounts. Pay your needed payments first. Your electric bill, your phone bill, your car payments, your mortgages. You're putting money into your IRAs, your standard retirement funds and things like that. Pokemon is a third tertiary item. Don't be sticking money into this before you're paying these, guys. It's just it's common sense to do that. But I hear it so many times that people are trying to choose, well, I see a really good deal on this Pokemon product. I think I'm going to buy it and I'll pay my rent, next month, or my electric bill next month, and then it'll be fine because they won't shut me off in the first 30 days. It's a horrible way to look at it. Don't do it. Pay these things. Think of Pokemon as just fun and on the side as an investment. It should be your third type of investment anyways. So make sure that all of your bills are covered before you move into it. Next thing is overexposure. Now this is probably the #1 issue I see in most people in the Pokemon TCG, especially in the investing aspect, is that they overexpose themselves to the market. They get excited and they purchase a lot of products, even if it's at a good price. They purchase a lot of it with it all exposed money. Now, what do I mean by exposure? To me, exposure is when you have money that's out in the open, and it could be taken away or lost or be affected by what happens with the market. Now, I've talked about this before in previous videos, and if you look at what we do and what I do with most of our products is that we purchase them when we can at the lowest price that we think they're going to be. So Battle Styles was the last example I have of this. We took Battle Styles, purchased it at $81 to $82 a booster box. We bought 4 cases of them. 4 cases. We waited till it went up to $115 and we got $111 for it after fees and everything. And what did we do? We kept 1 box back. Why? That box is now completely paid for. I got a little extra money on top of that box, but now that box has no exposure. It's free and clear, whatever the market does. If the market goes down to $5 a booster box, I still made $5 on each one of the booster boxes in that case. Yeah, it's only $30, but it gives me that safety net to where the floor is now 0. And if your product is going to hit 0, it's going to be a really bad day if any kind of Pokemon product does that. It's the same thing with anything. Guy on our live stream the other day brought up, hey, I could have bought 2 UPCs for a retail price at Target. Should I have done it? Absolutely. Buy one, sell one. You sell one at $140 right now, you cover the first one, put it away. It doesn't matter what that box does now. If the UPC completely falls out and goes to $50, you're still going to be ahead. You're still going to be $50 up on that box. That's what you need to think about when you're investing into TCGs and these things. And then the other part is that if you do that, it takes your money and it goes ahead and moves it into other items. So you could take that, keep it back, and still have your money back to go and put it into the next item. Keep rolling it forward while you're building a collection behind you, or a war chest behind you of items. So definitely things to look forward to. So hopefully I'm bringing you guys some good information here. I've still got 2 more to go through, but of course, I'm going to remind you, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify. Of course, if I'm bringing you some valuable information, do that, and also hit that like button. Now, the next one that I got for you here is not understanding the market. Guys, I see this time and time again, especially with investors that have just come into the market. If you have not seen the previous market in 2017, 18, 19, you have no bearing on what's happening right now. I would suggest to a lot of those investors that you kind of settle down, watch what happens now. Brilliant Stars is going to come out, and you can see trends in markets. There's always trends in modern products. Once again, if you know what you're looking for and know what you want to do, you can purchase an item. So Brilliant Stars is a good opportunity. If you can get Brilliant Stars under $100 for a booster box on release, you purchase it and you buy 3 of them. You couldn't wait. Probably within the first couple weeks with this wave system, that product might go up to $130, $140, and you'd be able to sell 3 of them and keep one back with no exposure. You can time the market based on release date to the amount of time afterwards that the hype goes up, and time it before the next wave to get rid of it, so that you can really get the most out of your money using the current markets. Yes, you won't be making 400%. Guys, that's not going to happen. It's not realistic to continue that. We've been saying that since this all started. These gains, these percentages up, all this stuff has just been through the just go, 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 go. And it was going to come back down. We all knew it. I feel sorry for the people that didn't think that. And now they're stuck with all this high-priced stuff. But watch the markets. If you're making $5, $10, even $15 a booster box, you're doing good. Make $20 a booster box. But if you do it on 6 booster boxes, it's $120 every time. So buy a case, wait until it goes up to $120, sell all the cases, you made $20 a case, bam. Just keep doing that, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. That is exactly how you need to understand the current market is don't try and make double. Don't try and make triple. Just make small gains. Small gains builds a war chest for you to buy better, bigger items. So just keep that in mind as you continue to move forward. Understand the market. Sit back. If you're new in the Pokemon TCG, I would really tell you, sit down and look at Evolving Skies, Celebrations, Fusion Strike, and really see what happens in the market from release going forward. You also need to do a lot of research on these sets in the markets to know which sets are going to be successful and which ones might be a little slow. A lot of us were predicting the Fusion Strike was going to be dead out of the gates, and it was. It just was not a good set to put together, and we just analyzed it, and we could see what was going to happen. That's why, even like ourselves, I didn't buy any booster boxes of Fusion Strike, except for when they were a week old. I bought them actually at 90 bucks a piece. Just knew that it wasn't going to be so good, so we just waited. And that's a good opportunity also. Last thing that I'm going to talk about is hype and FOMO. I know we talk about it a lot, and I still see people get caught up in it. They think they're getting a great deal on something, but when it comes to modern sealed product, you have to remember the first wave is always hype and FOMO. This new Brilliant Stars is coming out. The hype and the FOMO is just gone. I mean, people are just going crazy for this alternate art Charizard, Rainbow Rare Charizard, V-Star Charizard. There's 4 Charizards at least in this set that I can think of right now. And this set is just people are talking about it. Number one. Number two, it's been a few months now, so people are recouping money. We went through Christmas, people got more money. We also have people all excited about their tax returns and that part of it coming. So there's a whole rolling issue going on where people are getting more money again, potentially coming into the new year. Brilliant Stars, maybe a little early on it, but during that first wave, definitely people will be getting their tax returns, and we're going to be seeing some of that product disappear rather quickly. Don't get caught up in the FOMO. Don't get caught up in the hype. If you're an investor, you need to keep your head straight on and keep focused on what the numbers are, not what everybody's excited about. You're not going to miss out on modern Pokemon, guys. We have told you this even through Vivid Voltage, and when I started the channel back in Shining Fates, don't pay $140 for ETB. Wait, it'll come back. There'll be reprints. There'll be more and more product, and it happens every time. The first wave is crazy. Product is low. The second wave comes, either A, it gets it down quite a bit, and then it goes up again. But by the third wave, nobody's interested in that set because there were 2 more sets that came out after that. And those 2 sets have now taken all the attention, hype, and FOMO. And the products that you wanted now are available at a really good price because of it. Look right now. Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, even Fusion Strike, all of them are under $110, I think. Probably $109 is the most expensive booster box right now. These were all things that were going to happen eventually. They have now. Great opportunity for buying these products and getting ahead of it. But just keep in mind with Brilliant Stars, don't get caught in the hype and the FOMO. Don't do it on any product. Just keep your head on straight. Watch the numbers. Pick a bottom price that you feel comfortable with, that you think it's going to go to, and try and wait until it gets there. Be patient, and you'll be successful in the investing market. The other part is that if you get hype and FOMO and you buy it at a high price, now you're locked in. That product is now rock solid, and you have no movement to get rid of it. And if you need to get rid of that product in order to pay for an expense, an emergency, or even if you don't want to be in that product any longer, you are going to either A, lose money, or B, wait a really long time to get rid of it. So just keep that in mind as you're moving forward. These are some mistakes, common mistakes that I see in the Pokemon TCG. They're easily avoidable if you just keep your rules, keep your ideas, keep everything in line when you're going through, and you'll do great. Just continue to think about things a little bit differently. Don't get caught up in hype and FOMO. Don't overextend. Pay your bills before you sit there and pay Pokemon, and you'll avoid all of these mistakes. But definitely things to watch out for, and just trying to help you out and navigate as we continue to move in to a normal Pokemon market here as it starts to smooth out. Some items have, I feel, overcorrected, and now they'll start coming back up again. Other items are still got some down to go. And it's going to be kind of a rocky road here for probably the next 6 months. But other than that, guys, if you do like this content, if I brought you something useful today, hit that subscribe button, hit that notify button so you get let known when we do new things. And also hit that like button before you leave. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you do like this kind of content, as always, check out these 2 videos over here. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.